Yeah.
And the cop looked at you different, like you had an afro, and he's like, "Bro, bahan se hai?" What did you say? I just want the fans to know. Like,
body देख के लगता कि पीता हूँ मैं.
और मराठी में क्या बोला तू उसको?
अरे भाऊ काय बोलतो तुम्ही? बघ मला बायसेप बघ आणि बोल काय बोलतो तुम्ही? काय
बोलतो? अरे ये तो भाई afro. He thought like you were from the US or somewhere.
Yeah.
Welcome to another podcast, second episode of Baba Ki Balcony. I have my very close friend today, Daniel Kikon, aka Daniel, apna bhai. He's a pilot, currently flying for Aviation. I have the privilege to call him today because you don't get enough of Daniel, man. He doesn't come down to Pune, and it's very hard to catch up with him. Yeah. And we've been chilling in this balcony for years now, and he was here for 3 days, and I was like, bro, come down. And he's here. Danny, why don't you
introduce yourself? Yeah. Full power. I've been seeing you after a long time.
Likewise, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Always.
Baba Ki Balcony, fucking lovely. We started finally. It's been like almost 3 years, I guess. We've been wanting to do this, and this thing is going on now. So happy, so proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
And yeah, bro. Like, I'm an airline pilot now. So happy that I got into this. It was my dream. Finally got into it, and things are going good, really nice. Just that chutti milta nahi mujhe.
I know, right?
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, I'm happy to be here back after 3 months, I guess.
More than that, I think you've not come here for the longest time. घर पे नहीं आया तू.
घर पे तो नहीं आया.
साल हो गया actually. When we actually started all the boys and fours.
Bro, this is the third time I'm coming, bro. 2 साल हो गए घर को.
If I could tell people, bro, Danny and me are the M4s also. Yeah. The co-founders. We started Moshi together.
Hey, Moshi Chi.
You always. You. So shout out to Bao.
Absolutely. Yeah,
so, bro, starting off, I just want to get a brief introduction, bro. How like you came to Pune? Like, I know, like, to tell the audience, you have lived your life in Nagaland.
Yeah.
Your dad and side comes from Rajasthan. Yeah. Your mother comes from Nagaland.
Absolutely.
And she's a doctor.
Yeah.
And dad is into business.
Yeah.
And you've had your share times of turbulences, and you came down to Pune.
Absolutely.
How was Pune? Like, when did you come and what happened?
Bro, so came down on 2008 actually for my college thing. I did my schooling from Nagaland. That's when I was there, and my dad's business shifted here in Pune. So I got a opportunity to come here. When I came, my first flight of my life, I traveled Kingfisher, which is not here anymore.
First flight
of my life. So it was really fascinating when I saw everything, especially the cabin crews. And so, the pilots, the cockpit and everything. I got a chance to see the cockpit when I went inside an aircraft. So when I landed, it was like connecting flight from Kolkata. Yeah. So I got a chance to talk to a few of the captains, asking them, how do you...
How young were you back then? Sorry.
Bro, I was 18 years old then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that time. So got a chance to talk. Somewhere down the line, it was in my head that, fuck, this is really good. Came to Pune. I started exploring Pune. And I was in Wadias College, and full Gaudi scenes.
By the way, people don't know, I met my wife through these guys. Like, they were all in Wadias together.
Wadias, yeah,
and
exactly.
Because of them, like, I met the love of my life.
Yeah.
So happy that happened.
Absolutely.
Bro, how was Wadias? Like, you shifting from Nagaland, imagine just coming out from a different environment, coming down to Pune, where languages are different. You speak Nagami there, or a dialect of a tribe.
Correct.
And suddenly you're speaking Marathi, and you have Marathi friends and Punjabi friends, this, that, because everything is together, right here.
Yeah.
How was it like? Because I remember you being a skinny boy with an afro.
Absolutely, bro. I was totally different that time. No goals in life, just wanting to know the world how it is. Because before that, I never got out of Nagaland. And I was in Wadias, met lovely people, I was not able to talk in Hindi because Nagaland, the country, the state over there, the Northeast people, they actually don't promote Hindi a lot there. It's still going on like that. So they they have their own common language.
I agree with that, because if we don't call them Indians, also people
Yeah,
assume
exactly.
like
They don't
intolerant.
some
Why
people
will they do it also? But
Yeah.
I think it's changing now, right?
It is changing, but like all this old people mentality, they still call outsiders the Indians. They don't consider
Of
themselves
course.
Indians. So that's how it is. So Hindi was not my language that time.
Mhm.
So came here, started talking Hindi with friends and everyone. It was really hard. I was not so confident that time because all these different people with different languages. Not able to there was always a communication gap, and that's how it started. And but surprisingly, I learned Marathi before Hindi.
I know, right?
Because a lot of Marathi friends I had, so like Kunal and all that people, yeah.
So Kunal did the
Mane.
first podcast with us,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, we mentioned you a couple of times, bro, and
Oh.
everyone was like, "Hey, Danny, hona chahiye tha, Danny." Remember that story?
Exactly,
of you? And
exactly.
the cop caught you,
Yeah.
and the cop looked at you different, like you had an afro, and he's like, "Bro, to bahar se aaya." And what did you say? I just want the fans to know, like,
एक बॉडी देख के लगता कि पीता हुए.
oh, Marathi में क्या बोला तू उसको?
अरे भाऊ काय बोलतो तुम्ही? बघ मला बायसेप बघ आणि बोल काय बोलतो तुम्ही? काय
He's like,
बोलतो?
"अरे ये तो भाई afro." He thought like you were from the US or somewhere.
Yeah, bro. He started talking to me in like English and all that. I'm like, अरे बाबा मैं इधर का ही हूँ. अरे काय बोलतो तुम्ही? He was shocked. You should have looked his face. He was like, what the fuck? ये इधर का है? हिंदी मराठी बोलता है. शक्ल से तो लगता है all of that thing. So
Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Coming
man.
back, like, just wanted to know, like, how was it different? Like, you got into sports, you were playing football, you were doing a lot of sports.
Yeah.
I met through you, like, Chetan, Pammo, all these guys, like, Mani, we all met together at one weird time of life, right?
Yeah, man.
Where
Absolutely.
everyone was trying to have, like, a crisis. Where do we exist? What do we do? Where do we come from?
Yeah.
And we all were trying to do things that no one was doing, but we all had different goals.
Yeah, man.
And at that time, I remember Daniel being a skinny guy, getting into like how he looks now,
Yeah.
and he always was motivated. And I looked up to that motivation, and I was like, how can this guy, going through all the bullshit that he goes through, carries a little tiffin box with 2 eggs, a banana, and a book. Your bag was full of books, and we used to do a lot of substance like drinking, chilling, partying,
Yeah.
this, that, and you used to take out time to study, eat eggs,
Yeah, man.
send a banana कि आधा banana खाएगा क्या? भूखा है तो.
Yeah.
Because munchies भी लगते हैं ना, अपने पास
Absolutely.
पैसे भी नहीं रहते. And then you had to go to the gym. You
Yeah.
were doing that.
Yeah.
And it fascinated me. I'm like, bro, ये बंदे का motivation मतलब, like now when I come back and I realize, I'm like, you've seen the hardships of life coming from Nagaland here, and you've lived that life. You knew all your boys are here, you're doing parties, this, that, but end of the night, you had that goal because your parents are doing a lot for you. Whatever they did, you must be doing that.
Yeah.
But I can't fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
How did you get fascinated with planes, bro?
Starting from the scratch, actually, like when I came here, I was not confident, like I said, because the main reason was because of the communication gap, the Hindi and all of that. That I was working there at the same time I was skinny as fuck. I actually wanted to build up that confidence in me. A lot of YouTube videos and all really helped me a lot. Also, guys, like I'm on YouTube, I have my own channel. You guys can subscribe me, Daniel Kikon, if you guys are interested in
That'll be the
aviation.
bell icon and maybe underneath. Shout out Daniel.
So that thing really helped me, like watching all YouTube videos and all. I wanted to, I imagined myself like how I should look, and I always followed this principle in my life, one thing at a time. So for aviation, getting to fitness and everything was the first thing I actually focused on, and that really eventually it really it built up my confidence. The moment when I got to see results on my body, that gave me a boost again.
So you feel health is very important.
Very important.
You get confidence because you came from a place where
Yeah.
it was very different for you to like mingle and chill with people.
Yeah.
But then you kind of knew that you wanted to fly planes and you were fascinated because I remember a story. You were driving through Amanura. You had a Pulsar 220 back then. And a 220 Pulsar, he was driving on 20 and he's like, hey, Baba, dekhna plane. Dekhte apan ka accident hua bro. And I was like, yeah, kya re plane dekhte to 20 speed chala raha aur apan aisa gire. No, it was just a fascination because me driving, you're always looking at planes.
Yeah, man. I mean,
there was something there, right? How?
Like, I'll tell you an incident, man. I was shocked. I got to know that 2 years back, actually. When I was talking to my mom, she came down from Nagaland for vacation. She was here for like 2 months that time. And, we were just talking about what's happening in life, appreciating, what's really, how we were and what we are today. And my mom was telling me that, when you were small, when you were like 5-year-old kid, people used to call me pilot.
What do you say?
Yeah, I always wanted to become a pilot ever since. But subconsciously it was somewhere down. I didn't even realize that. I just got to know 2 years back. I was shocked. I was really shocked because I used to tell people when they ask me, hey, what's your name? I tell them I'm pilot. And this thing actually, universe, man, it heard and just gave me what I wanted to.
I agree, bro. Like some things I don't understand. Like some things you don't remember. Like you must have not remembered saying that when you were young.
Yeah.
So like I was speaking to my mom today.
Yeah.
And she's talking to my wife as well, Chandni. She's like, bro, I'm so happy that this guy, when he was in the 6th, 7th grade, he wanted to be a game artist, game designer. And I'm like, I don't remember saying it to you.
Yeah.
Like some things have said, like manifestation, things like that, and I work towards it.
Yeah.
Bro, what were the hardships, bro, coming down to Pune? Like, how did you, I know you come from a family which is not filthy rich. Your family, you have shared, like, you've seen the bad times, the worst of the times.
Yeah.
Living away, like, mom was differently living.
Yeah.
Mom, dad are together, but they're living differently to make ends meet.
Yeah.
To take care of you and your younger sister, who's like my sister as well. Of course, she's my sister. But how did you cope up with everything and thinking, how will I do this? Like, how difficult is aviation for people who want to pursue, and how much does it cost?
It's actually, like, I'll tell you my story. It was like a dream. It was a dream for me to get into aviation, become a pilot. So when I came here to Pune, my dad just started his business, and we were not doing so great. My mom was the only one supporting for like 3-4 years. We were like just going down, So I always wanted to become a pilot, but financially we were not so strong, and I just thought it's just going to be a dream. And so what I did was, if you want to become a pilot, you don't need a degree. You can just, after you're 12, you can just start with your DGCA papers. You can clear those papers, start with your training, and then do the type rating for any of the aircraft you want to fly for an airline, and then you get into then you go for an interview. That's how the process is. So what I did was, after 12th, I wanted to get into it, but then financially not so good, and situation was also very bad. Kingfisher was shut and all,
I remember that time.
Yeah, big crisis. So a lot of experienced pilots, they didn't have jobs, So getting into aviation at that moment was just out of option for me. So I went for a degree. I did computer science. Again, Wadias, back to Wadias.
Yeah.
So I was there for like 6 years, That's how, all
Kranti scenes.
Yeah, all Kranti scenes, bro.
और बता बढ़िया वाली घड़िया पार्ले जी खाएगा अमूल नाचो पेन के
nacho.
So people don't know, me and Danny know we are very chapri when it comes to being chapri. Like we are as Kranti as we can get, sophisticated at times. But like I've seen this man grow. Like I've seen this man come to me at times when I was in my lowest and tell me कि ये बाबा क्या कर रहा है तू? You have everything going on, like to gym ja, workout kar thoda, and I think people like them in my life like motivate me to get into health and things. So like Danny told me one day like, बाबा ये क्या है? तू भी बैठा है, तू जा रहा पार्टी करने, 1 घंटा अपने आप को जिम में दे, थोड़ा वर्कआउट कर, भाग थोड़ा, रन करके आ, listen to music, and I was like, Danny man, like when I did that I was like, bro, this guy is fucking legit. Like I was like, bro, I'm feeling good doing that, right?
Yeah, man.
There are not enough people in your life who tell you what to do, and you don't want to listen to your friends saying you bhagne ja.
Yeah.
But when I see him being skinny and he had fucking getting muscles, I remember going to clubs where everyone's talking to Danny. I'm like, Danny, तू ऐसा 2 साल में transform हो रहा, तेरा body बन रहा, and like confidence.
Yeah, man.
It was great to see you, bro. Like I've seen you, skinny fucking kid, bro. समझ रहे? पतला एकदम ऐसा.
Yeah, I know.
And like
those
you,
days, yeah,
oh man, crazy it is.
Wadias, man, Wadias again. Till then I was skinny, man. I was skinny. After I got done with my Wadias, my degree, then that was the point when I had to get into aviation, and because after that I have a degree already. Now all I can do is just wait,
True.
So what I did was, again at that time my family were not so great doing with financial things.
Yeah.
So I cleared all the papers. By myself in Pune, took help of my friend.
You don't need money to actually do all that. You can do that. Then it is, how do you put money to get into aviation school or something like that?
Yeah, for your flying.
Yeah.
The actual money what really cost you is those flying.
Yeah.
Like really.
So coming to that, like you did all this.
Yeah.
You cleared your
Papers.
exams, everything.
Yeah.
You were in a situation that how do I get money? My dad is not that great.
Yeah.
Mom's.
Yeah.
in the hospital scene.
My God, I used to tell my parents, Mom, I want to get into aviation. They were like, come on, where do we get the money from? You know?
I remember those talks, man.
Yeah, man.
We used to think, bro, agar itna paisa hota to kar lete.
I know, really. But you know, I never went off track.
Yeah, never. I know it. That's why you're here, because you're a motivation for everyone watching.
Yeah.
That you don't need to have money or things like that. You need to have a dream and a passion to perceive and do something, and you can bloody do it.
Exactly. Just follow what you love to, you know. In short, just follow what you love to. Eventually, this will come to you. You don't see. I mean, when I got done with all my papers and when I actually needed the money to go to the flying school, thankfully, touch me, man. My dad was doing good, and he himself came and spoke to me and was like, hey, "You want to get into aviation school? How much would it cost?" I'm like, hey, "It will cost around 50 lakhs. Go for it. I'll do it for you." You know. All this while before, my dad was like, "Go for scholarship, which I tried.
But you know,
but
he didn't have the money, right?
It was a scam. Yeah, he didn't have the money. So I tried for that also, but you know, in the end, I figured it out. Like after spending like 30,000-40,000 something, you know, giving money to the guy who was helping me out. It was a scam, bro.
I just want to ask you something. How does it actually cost to get into the aviation scene and get a diploma degree to actually get into airlines? Like, how much do you pay to?
You actually, if you want to get in an airline, it will cost you around 1.5 crore now.
1.5 crore to learn how to fly a plane and get into airlines.
Get into an airline. You want to do your
wow.
You want to do your if you want to get a CPL license, commercial pilot license. Yeah, bro.
That is crazy, bro. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I was thinking it's about like 40-50 lakhs or something.
No, man. That is just the beginning.
Shit.
That is just the beginning. And the fucked up thing is, you know, like it's very dynamic. The situation is very dynamic.
Yeah.
Once you get into it, once you spend money, you can go back, man. You can just go back. You spend your money. You have your CPA. After your CPA, you have to go to your type rating.
So what is CPA like? Can you tell people watching what is?
Yeah, that is the commercial pilot license. There are like three types of license.
Yeah.
One is, you know, the personal pilot license, commercial pilot license, student pilot license. So if you have the commercial pilot license, which is the CPL, then you can earn money from that. You can fly for an airline.
Yeah.
But if you have the PPL, which is the private pilot license, you can earn money from that. You can just for whole week you can fly.
Oh, so if I have like a little Cessna or something, I have a plane. If I'm a rich man, I have a hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can park my plane and want to take it off.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that's crazy, bro.
So that's how it is.
Because I remember, can you tell people where did you study? Because I remember you went to Baramati.
Yeah, bro. I went to Baramati, bro. Like after clearing my papers and all, I went to Baramati because I had a very good deal over there and I had some friends.
What was the flying school called?
It's called the Carver Flying School.
Alright.
Still there. My younger brother is there right now.
Also, by the way, I want to tell everyone watching that Daniel started flying planes and his little brother followed his footsteps and got into health as well. Looks kind of like him, but little brother had a good motivational person to look up to and got into the same scene and is flying, and Daniel's been sponsoring all his studies, everything, because that was his goal back then. He's like, bro, if I make it, don't make it, I want to sponsor my brother and do something for him.
Of course.
Man, I'm so proud of you when you did that, bro. Like, knowing you and knowing hardships. 2 anda, 3 kela. Crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
I've seen my family struggling for me, man. Come on. So, and even, you know, like looking at my younger brother. I want to, like, you know, money is nothing, bro, in life. This is what I feel. Money is nothing, bro. Your family is the most important thing in life. Okay, and life is very uncertain. You don't know never what's going to happen.
I remember coming
always make your family proud. Always
coming
make your
down
family
stories
proud.
that Daniel's been, like, we had an apartment in Namamura where me and Pradyuman, Pammo, aka Moonshine. So we both used to stay together, and we had like this mechanical button keyboard thingy where you can enter the house.
Yeah.
And when I used to enter the house from work, my boys are always there, cleaning up the place, they're chilling, they're partying, they're doing their thing. And Danny used to come back and with 2 books and he used to fuck off. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, I have to study with this guy because I have an exam. What was his name again? Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, man, that guy. I fucking love him. I fucking respect him, man. Yazad Irani.
Yazad Irani, bro.
He's flying for Indigo Airlines. He's a captain right now, and he really helped me out a lot. He actually, you know, the way he was struggling, he actually got on with his CPL, and the time when he got his CPL, when he came here, he was about to get a job, but then Kingfisher and few of the airlines got shut. You know, there are a lot of experienced pilots didn't have a job. So he had to struggle for another 4 years at home, sitting doing nothing, man.
Oh, shit.
I can really, I can feel him. You know, like spending a lot of money and then just doing nothing at home, and everyone talking, what's going on? What's going on? You wanted to become a pilot, you've done your training and all. All these things.
That must be hard, bro. Like, I remember when things happened, lockdown happened, you were flying, you were starting to fly, and you're sitting at home, you're doing simulators.
Yeah, man.
But forget all that, bro. Just like, let's just come back to Pune and old times, bro. Like, getting into flying, and it was a day when we all got to know that you've actually become a pilot.
Yeah.
It was a party. Everyone was killing it. There was a movie I remember, Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
So he becomes a monk, he's a trip ball, bro. He goes and all the monks, when he's getting released, all the monks have a party. वो ऐसा party करते हैं ना. जब तेरे को ऐसा pilot का वो मिला ना, I remember how we partied, bro.
Yeah, man.
अपन लोग सब flip मारे.
Fucking hell, man.
How does friendship has been with you, supportive or not, like when you were in your journey, bro?
Quite a lot, bro. Quite a lot. Like I said, bro. Like I'm today because of you guys. Seriously, you guys. You guys taught me a lot. Also, like ups and downs in life, you guys were always there for me. This is what I really appreciate.
Likewise.
During my downs, like relating to anything, like financial wise or anything, like when I'm down, when I'm upset, you guys were there always. So, you guys are my family.
I want to say you were
family.
there always for me, man.
You guys turn out to be a family. Likewise,
bro.
Likewise.
Getting little sauces when you had to food band in high spirits. Danny had a cap back then. He used to wear a cap, a snapback, and Danny used to put a handkerchief and get some sausages from the cookout and be like, "Hey, तुम्हारे पास food band नहीं है?" And tissue paper लगा के ये लो sausages खा लो, दारू पी रहे हो, खाना भी खाओ थोड़ा. Man, you done some crazy shit.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy scene.
Coming back to the whole scene about like getting the youth motivated, Danny. I see you doing a lot of stuff for the youth, like you're making reels and things, and I see it's not monetary. Like you do it for the fun. Like I know you bought you hit me up that you bought a GoPro. You want to make videos for the people to know how to get in, because you get a lot of DMs these days. That bro, how do I do it? You can't reply to everyone. You're flying. You hardly get time for yourself. And you're in Pune. I'm the gladdest I could get a hold of you. Because अभी PA CA किससे बात करने का तेरे को पकड़ने के लिए.
Exactly.
So what are you doing? Like why do you do this?
See, bro, I mean, on my Instagram, I get a lot of messages from people, asking how to become a pilot, or which is the best flying school, or how much does it cost to get into aviation. A lot of questions they ask me, and actually they keep texting me till the time they don't get a reply, all of that. So I thought, why not make videos and just help out. And I always go through the comments. If I post something, I always go through the comments. I see what actually people have the doubt on. So that's what I express, knowledge. What I've also gone through the same, man, like how they've gone through. I feel them, bro. I really feel them, because there was a time.
You had no mentor.
I had no mentor, and like I was talking about the guy, Yasser Irani. Come on, man, this guy really inspired me a lot. The way he actually was focused on after still not getting a job for almost 4 years and getting in an airline. He was an inspiration for me. I always used to tell him, he's my buddy, but I call him sir. He's like, bro, don't call me sir, man. I don't like it. I have respect from you, bro. I mean, it just comes from within, that's sir.
There's some people in life who have done things and carved out path for you to follow, and even if they're getting info, they share that info.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people I've seen in life, they have info, they don't want to give it to people. They want their benefit, or they don't want to share it. Just share info. End of the day, everyone's thing will make them be what they are.
Life is very short, man. Just do good things and go away, so that people remember you. At least for your good deeds. That's what I believe in, and getting to YouTube thing. That was one reason where I really wanted to help people and clear their doubts and all. So you will get a lot of information, basic things, only basic things, man. What I know, I just share. That's all.
Coming back to the health scene again, right? Because see, this is here and then, there and then. There's so many people who ask you also, bro, you're a pilot, you look good, body kaise banate, kya karte? There are a lot of people in the scene who want to look good as pilots. I've seen most pilots, they don't look good, bro. Before, how does it, is it health before the pilot scene, or what? Because I see you. I know, my wife, my friends, they're like, bro, Danny kya mast lagta hai uniform mein. And I'm like, kya baat kar rahe hai? When I saw, I'm like, kya Danny mast lag raha hai to uniform mein, bro? मैं घंटी होता तो or like if I was a female I would right, and Danny looks fucking must in a uniform.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Like shout out to Nikita Nair, also a friend of ours.
Oh yeah, man.
क्या मस्त लगती है वो uniform में bro.
Really proud of her too.
Yeah.
She's doing really good in life.
True.
Never expected she'll get into army thing, and wow, like from being a model to getting into like army.
True.
I have a टकली हो गई थी वो बीच में. She had to cut her hair and everything. Fuck, when I looked at her condition, going to all these Ladakh and all those places.
She got assemble her gun and put it out.
Yeah.
Do things.
Oh, fuck, that was crazy shit.
Nikita, come for a podcast. We need you.
Yeah, bro. Seriously, Nikku, we miss you.
Danny को ऐसा पकड़ा bro. Like I was like legit bro. अभी pilot को kidnap करना is the hardest thing in life.
But yeah, man, I'm really happy for you again. Like starting with this thing.
Bro, because of your man all day, like we.
I actually,
each other.
I actually applied for holidays just for this thing, just for this thing to come, because I knew how badly you wanted to start this, and you're finally doing it, bro. I mean,
5 years now, bro.
Yeah, man, lockdown and all that shit. You wanted to do it before, but then the lockdown happened and all that thing. But yeah, man, everyone had gone through a lot. But now that we've started, so
and I think you have to take a step end of the day, man. And this we're doing for all of our boys for Pune and people around to get to know who they are, what their journey is, and what it takes to be a pilot. End of the day, but this podcast comes to is your journey as a pilot, coming from a place where no one thought that you will become a pilot. So coming back to that again, bro. When you go back to Nagaland, how do people see you, perceive you when you're a pilot? Like imagine a pilot coming out of Nagaland.
Yeah, man. Seriously, I think I'm the 4th person from Nagaland to become a pilot.
The 4th person in Nagaland to be a pilot.
Yeah,
that is crazy, brother. Respect.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
All my Naganese listening, send your kids to become pilots, man. We need more.
I'm there for you guys, man.
Boys.
Come on. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. They are my brothers, man. Fucking lovely people, sweet people. Seriously. People talk about all these nuzzles and all. That's a part, man. That's a part. But there's 70% where people are fucking lovely and like.
Bro, I don't.
Party wale log, you're from part.
Bro, I've started most of my Naga friends, bro. Most of my best friends from school. The hardest fuckers, the hardest guys, the realest fuckers are from Nagaland, bro. Yeah. Assam, Northeast, Nepal, Sikkim, states, and like when I say Nepal also, it's not. I don't feel it's a different country.
Exactly.
It's just us.
It's us.
Like end of the day,
we're all human beings.
Even Sri Lanka, fuck everyone, bro.
Seriously.
Even if you're from, it's just people, bro. People killing people.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's what.
Countries make differences, bro.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely. But yeah, man. I mean, I think when I got my job, when I got into AirAsia, after that, I had I was waiting for my call, to join and start to train. So I had an offer 6 months that time. Mm-hmm. That's when I went to Nagaland after like 15 years.
Holy shit!
15 years.
1-5. Yeah. And you remember your Nagami or like your dialect? Did you remember?
Come on, man. All these slang and all I forgot, to be honest. But even my
But eat your kelas, bro. Don't miss your kelas.
Absolutely.
Eat kelas.
Yeah. If you know it, you know it.
Yeah. if you know. But kela khao.
Yeah.
हेल्दी रहो,
बॉडी बनाओ, खुश रहो, अंडे खाओ, केला खाओ,
बिल्कुल।
पेरेंट्स को तंग मत करो, ठीक है? बॉडी वड़ा पाव से ही बनता है, मैंने भी बनाया वड़ा पाव खा के, कुछ नहीं होता है।
Bro, by the way,
पेरेंट्स को खुश रखो भाई, that's all it is, man. Come on.
Of course.
They are old now, they are getting old, we are getting young. Sometimes we forget, we don't realize, that टाइम जा रहा है, खुश रखो, पेरेंट्स को तो खुश रखो भाई, ईगो कम रखो, जो बोल रहे सुन लो, हाँ बोलो, निकल जाओ, कुछ जाने नहीं वाला उससे, भाई खुश रखो, that's all it is.
I think I've seen that with this family in mind, like we go through so much shit and like things are different, like for us and you, right? It's end on the same. And how we think from here and we say, okay, Shanti, sun liya, okay.
Bro, I remember once your mom when she came to Emunora. Wow, lovely, man. I loved her.
Mom, I hope you don't have to go through that again. Because
she was taking your case big time. We were all enjoying, but the way you were handling, I'm like, yes, mom. I never saw you like that.
Singing gangster is fun, no?
Full gangster chain ke saal of that, like all chain and all gold and all. Kahan aaj pehna nahi bro?
Danny aa raha, bro. Danny se gaan pad jati meri.
But yeah, man, good thing. I love your mom and dad.
Same here, likewise, bro. I met your parents also. I've not met mom. I met her once. I've spoken to her on video call.
Yeah.
But I know your family. I know your uncles. I know your sister. And I think like this is what it is. This podcast is for us. It's for our people. Our journeys, our families, everyone, bro. It's like for people to get inspired by looking at us normal people. We are not there, but we are on our journeys to be wherever it takes us.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
And also, Daddy,
Also like shout out for Siddhesh man. Fucking respect them. Younger brother, he is killing it.
All the younger brothers kill it, right?
Yeah man, भाई.
अलग ही क्रांति है वो.
क्रांति क्या एनर्जी उनमें यार देख के मतलब भाई सही यार सही चल रहा है इनका तो यार. You know, he's fucking great man.
Bro, right? Like even your brother, bro, for example. Yeah. Dota खेल कैसे अभी he's become like you चौड़ा हो गया plane चला रहा है bro like bro, crazy.
Dota and CS खेल के उसने ना he earned like 2 lakhs bro. I was shocked when I got to know that. Skin win बेच रहे all of that which I don't know क्या है.
अलग NFT से पहले.
Yeah, NFT से पहले. Exactly. That was the hustle. All this hustling and all, you know, used to do. I'm a fucking genius man. All these people, you know.
That's why तो मैंने थोड़ा research किया. I put a questionnaire for some people. And who follow you, I follow them and I send them messages. You follow them why? Because you have 10k plus followers on Instagram. Without monetization, just being you, right? Without sharing things, stories for you've been doing right now. But it's just organic, and that's beautiful because you know you have models to people who want to know, to all kind of people following you right now. So I had a questionnaire, and these are the questions, bro. These guys put out.
Please.
This is funny, but you sure you want me to go through it?
Absolutely.
They're not that funny, but like.
Let's get it.
So the first question, is like, do pilots nap when they're in air?
Yeah, they
do.
They do. So, but we have rules which we have to follow. If the flight time is more than 3 hours, then you get a rest period of 20 minutes. And one person at a time.
Per 3 hours, you can only sleep for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. No.
One pilot.
I mean to say, if the flight time is 2.5 hours, you can't. But if it's 3 hours or more, like international, long route flights, then you can, take a nap, you can take a sleep. But one person at a time. Then after like 20 minutes, the other person wakes him up and then, the other
like a co-pilot.
Exactly, because like the most stressful time when we fly is below 10,000 feet.
Of course.
Once you cross 10,000 feet, we don't have much work. We just have to monitor the ATC.
What is ATC for people to know?
Yeah.
Air traffic control?
It's air traffic control. We always follow their instructions and we always fly what they say.
So what is air traffic control to people? So what I've learned is every state, every place has their own traffic control where the airport is.
Absolutely.
So there is a tower, people there monitoring where the flight is going, at what speed, at what height, and it's not intersecting flights.
Correct.
How does this grid understand what flight is going, Baba?
So
satellite se kaise?
It's a different level, man. Like talking about ATC, when you start, push back, once everyone has been boarded, you close the doors, you push back and all. That's when, that is the time you talk to the ground. Okay, the ATC has ground control. There are different levels, the ground. You talk to the ground. Once you push back and once you are about to take off, then you change over to the tower. Once you change over to the tower, you fly, you take off, they handle all the landing and takeoff. The tower.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Once you take off and once you cross around, maybe around 15,000 feet, 14,000 feet, depending on the airspace where you belong, then you change over to the control.
Alright.
Control is the one who takes care above, 15,000 feet.
So it's like a control room telling you कि अभी ऊपर है, जाओ ऊपर
थोड़ा जाओ और ऊपर जाओ.
So collisions generally होती है उसी space में, not above 10,000 feet.
Yeah, exactly. 10,000 feet, but that too on the airport where you are. ATC अभी पुणे का ATC है, Bangalore का ATC है, Bombay का ATC है. So there's a region like how पुणे का territory है.
RTO है, उसका RTO है,
उसका RTO है,
गाड़ी इधर है.
Then once we go to the control, when we fly on someone's airspace like Bombay airspace or somewhere, then they give the changeover.
The clearance.
Then, the clearance, the changeover. They tell us contact the frequency 121.5 or someone, something like that, and we contact that person, Mumbai. Now hand over to you by Pune.
Okay, so entering the space
entering
now.
Your airspace. So he will tell you to climb or descend or whatever it is.
Danny, this is a very funny one. Someone is sent off. He's like, do crew members ever hook up as a pilot and air hostesses and or air hostesses and whatever?
Bro, what do you think, man? Come on, I actually want to ask everyone, on this. Just comment below what do you guys think.
Please do.
Because just tell me if you are young, if you look good, like if you're on uniform, would you hook up or no?
Bro, most people before coming or before going up, while growing up, they're like, bro, kya mast thi, bro, kya ye tha, kya mast tha. I have female friends chilling ki, bro, this guy was so good looking, his height was so good, this, that.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, usko 3-4 flight karne ka hai, बेचारा वो पसीना पोंछ के डियो लगा के वापस like खड़ा है. And its job is your safety. पर तुम लोग पानी बनाने के लिए मंगाते हो उसको, they think they're only there for that. So I want to know, ये क्या scene है बताओ तो आप अपने end से, or you wanna cut this off?
No man, come on, it's nothing man, come on. Scene is, yeah, of course man, lot of pilots, lot of cabin crew, they cook up and all of that thing. This thing is very common in aviation, by the way. And come on man, you're on a uniform, you're flying an aircraft, come on. You're a cabin crew.
सब sexy लग रहे तो why not?
Plane उड़ा रहे हैं यार, वो थोड़ा sexy feeling होता ही है.
Bro, I remember the story, bro. Before, like, please, I want to tell the story. So I was chilling with Daniel in a place where this rich bloody dude was talking about the cars he has. And so bro, बड़ी बातें कर रहा है. मैंने Aston Martin है, तो बोला top speed क्या है मेरा? 230, 250. Danny वहाँ से बोलता है सुनना. वो से
उसने पूछा मैं.
उसने नहीं, he said पहले बैठ के कि तो बोला the highest I've gone driving is 240 in my car on this highway. And अपन हंस रहे Danny को देख के. Danny पता क्या बोलता? Danny, what was the answer? Please tell the.
So he was asking me, like he was like, "Arey bro, मैंने 250 km/h मैंने touch किया, all of that thing, and all of that thing." तो मेरे को पूछ रहा था क्या तेरा speed highest क्या है, you know? And I think it was his car. He was.
And he didn't know you fly.
He doesn't know that I'm a pilot. I was like, bro, I think मैंने 950 km/h मैंने touch किया.
उसकी बात पर क्या होता क्या रही थी bro?
Yeah, like तू plane में चलाता है, you're like, yeah, you guess it right, bro. You guess it right.
Bro, that's the best thing. Bro, this guy, no, he was acting cool, right?
He was acting very cool. He was trying to show off. And we had like you know who. Svena and
let's not take names, but yeah,
we had a lot of friends.
And Danny was like, "सुन ना, मैं 950, 960 तो करता ही हूँ." He's like, "क्या माचो तेरा क्या लगा?" Bro, plane चला था हमारा.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, bro. So coming to the third question, let's like you answered a question that होता ही है.
होता है.
School में होता है, colleges में होता है, office में होता है.
And a lot of youngsters they are into aviation ना तो.
The biggest question that came out to be, bro, more than 15 people were like liked on that. It was, how much money do pilots make, and are pilots underpaid?
Okay, so this is very dynamic because of the COVID thing. What everyone had gone through. Before pre-COVID, I should say pre-COVID, we used to earn like you know. So there are different slabs.
Up to you to put a number.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Indian right now. Every country has different pays, you know. You get, like, depending on how much tax you pay. Talking about India, when you join an airline, you get like around 1 lakh
in hand
when you are a junior first officer.
Like taxes cut in hand 1 lakh.
In hand. 30% is the tax where everyone, like the government cuts for everyone.
No, it depends right now. Tax slabs have been changed.
Yeah. So pre-COVID time, you know, that's for a junior first officer, and then after like 500 hours you become a first officer.
All right.
Okay. Then you earn like 2.5 in hand.
All right. So in hand, after taxes cut, you get 2.5.
Yeah, after tax.
But is all through the airlines or
no
airlines?
Exactly. That's where I was coming from. Whatever I know, like it's like the average. What I'm talking about.
All right.
Average. What I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the pre-COVID, which was almost the same for everyone. Almost the same for everyone. Then comes the senior first officer, they earn like 3.5 in hand. Then comes the captain, the boss of the aircraft, you know, the captain, the commander. He earns like 6 lakhs in hand.
The top OG.
Yeah, OG bro, full power. So that's how it's a breakdown. Right. Pre-COVID. Now the situation is when the COVID kicked in, there were no flights.
Yeah.
After that, everyone went through the recession, especially the
That's
aviation.
Every industry. So
yeah, man. Especially aviation, bro. Yeah, they had to go like you know because of the parking and everything. They had to pay. They still had to pay.
Because planes need to park, things need to happen. Pilots are sitting.
No income, no revenue, nothing. So then things changed and they cut down the salary. You know, they started paying. You know. Through the flying hours. How much you fly? How many hours you fly? That much you'll get. That's
so it's like in the US, you get paid by the hour, something like that. So you're flying this many hours, you get paid by those hours only. When you're free time, you're not paying.
US का अलग scene है. US का अलग scene है. But then
not India. You're only getting when you're flying, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
When you're sitting at home, you're not getting paid.
But now things eventually things are getting better now again. Getting back to how it was pre-COVID.
So the boys who asked me that what is the math of the money we are putting into study. You can do the math. If you're getting 2.5 lakh over the year or 2 years of studying and you're flying hours, do the math. If you're getting 2.5 lakhs a month.
Bro, one thing I would want to tell you.
Sure thing.
People who actually want to get into aviation. Starting now, when you start now, it's a big struggle. And you don't even know if you'll get a job. But I would definitely want to tell you, if you guys really want to become a pilot and if you guys have some financial support, go for it. Definitely go for it because in 3 years down the line, now you'll recover everything what you paid. I'm telling you. Then your life is like travel the world, man. That's what we are here for. Travel the world. No. get knowledge, and then settle down where you want to.
At the end of the day, you started your journey without thinking of the money that's going to be behind, right?
Now
that was your passion to fly and things.
Yeah.
So people don't think about the money you're spending. You will get that eventually back. And
Absolutely.
From art background, we pay so much to study art.
Yeah.
We don't make that much money while doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, you want to go to the fourth question?
Definitely, bro.
Sounds like a Kranti one. Oh yeah, this is like, I feel you because I know you, this one comes straight from the heart. Our pilot's overworked and tired. Because I see that, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, sometimes we have like all 4 sectors flights. Like, you start from Bangalore, go to Pune, then Jaipur, back to Pune again, and then back to Bangalore, Such flights are really tiring. And the maximum hours you can fly in a day is 8 hours. So sometimes airlines, they try to make you fly that 7.5 at least, So that is very tiring. Plus, like sitting in pressurized aircraft, like you can eat a lot also because it's pressurized, everything gets blocked and jammed.
Don't you think like we really under pressure the truck drivers in India, bro? They drive 14 hours a day.
Yeah, bro.
Right. The only thing the only difference I feel with them and you is like you have a control and you are responsible for over 150 to 200 people in life.
Absolutely.
So that's the hardest thing.
Same with them, bro.
But like truck drivers are taking a lot of material, but they're driving 14 hours, 15 hours. They don't get sleep.
Yeah.
They have a co-driver who's sleeping, but it's hard, right?
It's hard, bro. See, we have certain rules and regulations which we can, breach that.
Yeah.
And we always follow the DGCA rules. And airline do take care of us because in the end, eventually, if something happens, and when you're fatigued, you feel that you can do it, but you actually can't. Your body actually becomes really slow. So the DGCA and especially the airline, our airline, they definitely take care of all such things.
People who want to know what is DGC?
That's Directorate General Aviation of India.
All right.
So they take care of, they make the rules regulation in India.
All
so
right.
like the boss of the world.
Flying school.
The boss of the world is ICAO. Okay.
Ah.
ICAO. And every country has different government name. How R is DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation. How they are. Every country has different regulations. Which they maintain. So that's how it is.
This was very informative today, man. Danny, like, to be honest, like, I wish I get a chance to speak about this, but we never had time because you were never available.
Yeah.
When you come for a day, we party, and we go back. You don't hardly party because you have a flight. You come, you chill, you have a fresh lime, and you go back. And it feels very strange because back in the day, we used to chill.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm so glad Danny came with like 4 bottles of liquor today. And he's like, bro, मैं इतना time बाद आ रहा 3 दिन के लिए था. तेरे लिए शिवास लाया, तेरे लिए वो लाया. I'm like, मेरा भाई, इससे party कभी नहीं किया मैं कभी. Pilot जब बना ना, तब से party नहीं लिया. तो बनता है.
Why not?
Bro, can we go to another question?
Yeah, please.
How does the autopilot work? Do all planes use this?
That's one of the highest asked question to me as well everywhere. How does it work? Everyone thinks that हमारा काम कुछ है नहीं, बस autopilot सब चलाते सब कुछ करते take off landing तक, but that's not the case.
Bro, सबने SWAT cats देखा है ना? वो ऐसा देखा है कि ऐसा बटन दबाया, ये होता है, plane land किया अपने हाथ से, ये सब किया.
वो मूवी है ना, मूवी में तो आप कुछ भी दिखा सकते हैं. वो बनाया गया है.
मूवीज में तो यही होता है.
Actual life में जो होता है ना, it's different. You take off, you can't engage the autopilot below 400 feet.
Okay.
Or 5 seconds after lift off, after the wheels are lift off.
So it's all manual.
It's all manual. Yeah, it's all manual.
In turbulence, you have to handle that shit.
Turbulence, we see. If there's any weather ahead or something like that, we see it on the instrument. There's weather, the patches. We see the red patches, the amber color. That's the worst thing. So we never get into such things because they're like all thunderstorms and all of that thing. You get like a lot of the airflow is so different that your aircraft will sink down so badly. Very risky. So we don't take off. We delay to take off during such time. But with clear visibility, when the weather is good, we take off. But as per the rule, we can't engage the autopilot below 400 feet or 5 seconds after takeoff, whichever comes first. It's like that.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's one. And also, when you landing, see man, come on. अगर autopilot पूरा time land करते रहेगा, तो हम क्या सीखेंगे? When we actually go and land, we'll forget how to land.
I feel you, bro. It's like I do art in this AI.
Exactly.
तो AI सब कर रहा है मेरी जरूरत क्यों है भाई मेरा बाबा था ना.
Exactly, bro.
मैं रोबोट डालता हूँ बटन दबाने के लिए.
Yeah, man. Flying is about all skill. It's skill-based job. It's not like to पढ़ो और जाओ और उधर perform करो. It's like you need to practice. You need to get the hack of it.
Yeah.
That's how you get it.
Skill-based, bro. You have to learn and do practical.
Yeah. practical. It's not practical. So
that's why flying hours matter the most, right?
Absolutely.
That's experience how it comes in.
Yeah. More flying hours you have, you'll be recognized by the company throughout everywhere. So all I want to say is, while again, coming back to this, when you land the plane, if the visibility is below 200, 500 something, then you can go for an auto land. Only when the visibility is bad, you can go for an auto land.
The computer is this smart and the ATC and everything is so connected that it auto lands the plane.
Yeah, bro. Instruments. There's this instrument called ILS, Instrument Landing System,
okay,
where you actually follow the instrument and you just go and land. It's like playing a video game. To be honest,
wow.
It's like playing a video game. So
casualty less होता ना video game में. Yeah, गान पड़ता bro, and like this was the biggest question, bro, Danny, that people had, right?
Yeah.
It's like you being on a plane, how responsible and how do you feel? Like, do you get anxious when you're actually flying and you know there are 200 people sitting behind you?
No, we never think about it. When you think about such things, then actually you get anxious. But it's a job, you have to do it. One mistake you do, you're gonna lives are gonna go, man. Come on. You just can't think about
so it's yours. It's not like you have
exactly.
you have a parachute and you can fuck off,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. We can fuck off from that place.
Yeah.
So you have to. We just can't. There's no chance for error, and hence we don't think about such things. We just focus. We're trained. We have given enough amount of training. It takes a lot of time to get into the seat, into the cockpit. It takes a lot of time. Only when there are like 5-6 rounds of interviews where you go through. When we have this mentality test also, psychometric test, which is called, they check you how you are, your attitude and everything, and that's when they find you fit for flying an aircraft, then they give us a chance to fly. That too, we don't go and fly. We sit there for around 40 sectors. 40 sectors in the sense like
40 sectors. What does 40 sectors mean?
Sectors in like from Bangalore. If you fly from Pune to Bangalore, that's one sector.
Oh
so
shit!
Like 40 flights.
Damn,
you
bro,
sit
that's
behind.
mental.
There's this thing called jump seat. Sit behind, just watch. And captains are going to fuck your case that time. They'll ask you question. You don't know things, and they'll fuck you.
So, bro, Air Force flying must be even fucking crazier, right?
Oh fuck, bro. Yeah, seriously, man. They are all manual flying now.
Oh yeah, that's mental, bro. The weirdest question I got asked today for you was, why is the cockpit called a cockpit?
Guys, just Google it. There's a big story behind. Big story. Like, not only the cockpit we have is called cockpit, even the Formula 1,
it's called a cockpit.
Cockpit because not that cockpit, but there's a meaning behind it. It has come from some Latin word and the mix of French people.
All right.
Aviation came from France.
Yeah.
Back in
All right,
1908.
I know this, bro.
Like Wright brothers and when they started the aviation, and before there was this crash. I can recollect that, but before that, the main language was French. In aviation, it was not English.
Really?
Yeah.
So everyone traveling back in, like, if India had a flight or someone had a flight, they were all talking French.
They used to have a communication. Yeah.
Shit.
The things always
It's
change
like-
in aviation. Once when there's a crash or something, they investigate, they find out what the main issue is. Then they come up with a new rule and all, and they change it.
So I was reading about this, bro. Like, when the things were put on the space, the first space station and everything, there were Russians, Americans, Chinese, Indians. Now they're sending all the cultural differences together because it should be right. End of the day, they all know the scene. It's all electrical communication. Dania, bro, it was so amazing having you. Like, you are one of the biggest inspirations I have as friends.
Thanks.
Give me guidance throughout. Like, everyone needs a friend who they can talk to, share things with. Like, I've been in situations where I've asked you questions, being bodybuilding, be fucker telling me someone takes steroid body banana, you will become men to natural, right? Jitna kar raha hai, utna kar. Slow steps and steady, just work out, do some skipping every day, do something, eat healthy. I've been doing that, bro. You've seen me from days to days days.
I know, bro. I know.
And,
all those issues you had before. And all
I'm so happy to have you here, bro. It's like a privilege for me getting कि भाई kidnap करके लेके आया भाई 3 घंटे के लिए सही है बैठे. And bro, it's a privilege and honor, and I'm so proud of you. And I hope people watching, listening, please follow my brother Daniel. His Insta ID is down below. Please follow his YouTube page as well. And any guidance, he's open for his DMs, asking questions. He's around. And he's a Pune local OG boy, bro. Like, hit him up, bro. Let's get it, my boy.
Definitely.
Lovely having you, Dania.
Absolutely. Absolutely.